with a win, Andy Reid has a shot at chasing after Belichick for the GOAT coach. With a loss, Kyle Shanahan will once have another major loss on his resume. Does Reid have more to gain in this game, or does Shanahan have more to lose?
Oh, Reid has more to gain. Listen, Kyle Shanahan is one of the 5 best coaches in football. And I think everybody understands that Purdy at this point. No, well, the thing is this. It's not about blaming Brock Purdy. It's that Shanahan has gotten... It is Shanahan's brilliance, in my opinion, and John Lynch's roster building that has allowed a team that has started Jimmy Garoppolo and Brock Purdy at quarterback the last 5 years to play in 2 Super Bowls. I mean, that's wild. That's really wild and really impressive. And so, the other people who have started in Super Bowls are Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, Matt Stafford, and Joe Burrow. And then it's Jimmy Garoppolo and
So
Brock
would you
Purdy.
argue it's just as good as a feat as what Andy Reid and all these other guys are doing, since he's bringing these guys with bottom-tier talent?
Yeah, I think it's wildly impressive. So I'm not going to be one of those people that's like, Shanahan can't win. That's what people said about Andy Reid forever until he got Mahomes. Went to 4 straight conference championship games, went to a Super Bowl, lost it. Tough spot. Here's what I will say about what Andy Reid has to gain. I don't think people recognize how close he is to Bill. Not from his Super Bowls, but from everything else. Okay? So Belichick didn't get a job, which means he might never get one. Maybe he will, but there were 8 openings, no one hired him, and now he's going to be a year removed and a year older. Andy, all-time regular season wins is 44 behind Bill. That's 4 years. Is Andy going to coach 4 more years? If he does, he will pass Bill in regular season wins. Playoff wins is crazy. How much do you, I'll just say it. Bill Belichick is number 1 all time with 31 playoff wins.
Andy's got 23.
Andy Reid is number 2, 25.
25.
He's 6 behind him. So you can see a story where Andy passes him. So let's just say they win this weekend and Andy coaches 4 more years. He's not going to catch him in Super Bowls. But if Andy finishes with 5 Super Bowls to Bill's 6, if Andy has more wins, has more playoff wins. Bill had 8 losing seasons. 8. Andy has 3. Bill, without Tom, has a losing record, no playoff wins, none of it. Andy, without Patrick, went to 5 conference championship games, went to the playoffs 10 times, went to a Super Bowl. Now, Bill is 3-0 against Andy in the playoffs. Once in Philly and then twice in Kansas City. Point is this. You'll at least be able to make the argument. But Andy doesn't have enough time left. He's got to win this one. All right, what's the follow-up, Demonze?
So major part of Reid's legacy has been his coaching tree, the coaches that have worked under him. And one of those coaches is Eric Bieniemy, who still hasn't gotten a fair shot at a head coaching job. Could you see a reunion with him and the Chiefs on the horizon?
So I would love that. I think Bieniemy at this point he's either going to be the head coach of the Chiefs when Andy retires, or he's going to be the head coach of a college team. The NFL is clearly not going to hire him. And that's just where he is. I think it's bullshit, but it is what it is. And so I personally would love for him to come back and get a Gerard Mayo type of agreement, which is in writing that, hey, you're our guy after Andy. The problem with that is, I know Florio has floated that Andy could retire this year, that he might retire soon. When Patrick signed that 10-year extension, he said that Andy told that he wouldn't have signed it, a 10-year deal, if Andy didn't tell him he was planning to be there for the entirety of it. So now maybe he won't hold him to the entirety of it, but for the record, there are 6. There are 8 years left on Patrick Mahomes' contract. Also, nothing makes me feel more warm and fuzzy and great than the fact that Patrick Mahomes has 8 years left on his deal. I mean, it is just an all-time agreement for Patrick to do it and move by Brett Veach.
It's that deal that keeps building and building too, huh?
Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to get more from the show, and make sure to click the bell to get notified every time new content drops. Check out full episodes of What's Right wherever you get your podcasts, or just click the link in the description below.